Okay, so I'm about to make my snack. So I got my bowl of water. I got my ramen noodles, the shrimp flavored. Now, when I make these in the packages versus the ones in the cup, I do a little bit more for these than I do the ones in the cup, and I'm gonna just show y'all how I make the ones in the packages versus the ones that come in the cup. So right here I got a bowl of water. I don't know if you can see, but I ain't trying to spill the water. And for me, when it comes to making ramen, I don't like a lot of water, because I just don't. And I drain majority of it off anyway. So, I know a lot of people just put it in the water like this, but someone I knew taught me that they would, cause one package is literally 2 servings, but someone I know told me that they break up the noodles and then put it in the water, and it kind of makes it easier to cook or whatever. And then you make sure that the noodles are covered in water. And yeah, so what I'm about to do is put these in the microwave, and then I'm gonna get some other stuff that I need for my ramen while the noodles are cooking. And personally, I put my ramen on 4 minutes. I know the packages on the noodles for the package and the cup say 3, but I do 4. So I'm gonna put these in the microwave and then get the other stuff I need for my ramen, and then get other stuff for whatever else I'm gonna eat. Okay, so for the packages compared to the cup noodles, here's what I add in addition to the seasoning packet. Now, when it comes to the cups of noodles that come in the cup, I just add hot sauce and call it a day. But yeah, so I add Tony's Creole seasoning, and I also add black pepper. And of course, you gotta have the flavor packet, and of course you need hot sauce. So yeah, these are the things that I add to my ramen. And also, while this other stuff is cooking, I'm going to get me a cup of ice, a straw, and figure out what I'm gonna drink. So hold on. Okay, so I got my cup of ice right here and my straw because I'm a lady, period. And then I got some Ruffles right here. And yeah. I normally let it cool down for a minute because I don't want to try to take it out the microwave and them shits be hot as hell. So with the chips, I like the French onion dip, and this is the brand that I like to use when I eat the cheddar cheese Ruffles. And then for my drink, I got a Dr. Pepper because who doesn't love a good Dr. Pepper? So, yeah. So now I'm about to get the ramen out the microwave and then show y'all how I finish preparing them. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me take my fork. Yeah. Okay, so what I was doing while I was over at the microwave, I just didn't want to carry it over and spill it. So when they come out the microwave, they're still not like separated. So I just took the noodles and separated them like this, like so. And then, you know, the water is still hot, so they're kind of still like cooking. And I like the little translucent looking noodles. So after I separated them and they like finished cooking or whatever, then I drain off the juice because I don't like all that juice. I take the Tony's seasoning. One thing I do want to try is like the burrito ramen and the burrito tacos, cause they look real good. I do want to go to a restaurant and try those one day. A coworker of mine also recommended that I try burrito pizza, like, you know, from a burrito restaurant. Go try their pizza. Another place or food that I would want to try is like Korean barbecue. I'm supposed to go with a coworker from my previous job, but you know, he done started a new job now, so we don't, you know, really get to talk as much as we used to. I have tried real ramen from like a real ramen restaurant. It was cool. It was just that, you know, the flavor was bland. You know, it didn't really have flavor to my opinion. Maybe if I go to a different ramen restaurant, or I might just, you know, stick to the store-bought ramen. But this meal right here, I just consider this to be a snack. I don't think this is like a whole meal. Now, I think it would be a meal if I had like stuff to add, like sausage, shrimp, boiled eggs, maybe even some vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's a meal right there. But, you know, I don't got the patience to cook all that stuff, you know. So I just consider this right here to be a snack. Now, like I said, in order for it to be a meal, in my opinion, I need to add a bunch of other stuff. But honestly, I don't feel like doing that right now. I put the Tony's Creole seasoning on here. I put the shrimp seasoning packet on here. Now I'm about to add the black pepper. Let me know down in the comments what flavor ramen do y'all like. Do y'all like it in the package, or do y'all like the ones in the cup? Also, let me know how long y'all cook y'all noodles for, and what seasonings y'all do and don't add, and what other food ingredients y'all may add to y'all ramen. Let me know down in the comments. And I know it's been a couple days since I uploaded a video, so I appreciate those of y'all who are tuning into today's video and sticking with me. You know, it's just hard sometimes. You be in a slump. You got a lot of stuff going on. You know, you don't feel motivated to do much, but you got to get up and do what you need to do. So now, before I add my hot sauce, I try to get the noodles well marinated and, you know, married together, you feel me? And then It may not look like there's no seasoning on them, but there is, trust me. So then they end up looking like this. I don't know if y'all can really see that, but like that. And then I put the Frank's Red Hot Sauce at the end. And then you get the hot sauce married in with the ramen. And normally, I, put stuff back and throw stuff in the trash, as I'm making stuff. But right now, I just don't feel like going back and forth. And, I don't want to be away from the camera for too long for y'all. So now the hot sauce is in the noodles, married with the noodles. And I'm going to pour my Dr. Pepper in my cup of ice. Even though it's already cold, don't matter. And also, I need to go back to the store soon. And one thing I do want to do is like get back into like eating a calorie deficit, like only eating a certain number of calories, only eating certain foods, giving up soda, giving up junk food, giving up fast food, or reducing the amount of fast food and junk food that I eat and soda that I drink. So I'm going to work on that. And I also plan to, get back into my fitness journey, because it's been a little minute. And when I was working out, I felt much better. It's good for me physically and mentally. Also, I need to get active again on my fitness Instagram. If you would like to follow my fitness Instagram, the link is in my YouTube description. I believe it's the second one. And also, if you don't already follow my main Instagram, you can do that as well. So I am just going to eat my ramen, drink my pop, eat my chips, and then clean up this mini little mess that I made. And if you haven't already, please engage or interact with the other videos or shorts that I have on my channel. And I appreciate each and every one of you for sticking around and tuning into today's video. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.